Hey, what's going down? I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence, and you listen to today's episode of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch network. That's take 3, y'all. I was messing up. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Keep it a buck. I can't read today. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You know what it is. Can't fit in when you're standing out. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K and the K. Coming up, we're going to talk about the NBA Finals games, too, and everything that came with it in between them lines. Like always, bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. The confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah. What's going down, y'all? You know what time it is. Jump right into this stuff. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that all the Muslims around the world. Because today's the last day of Ramadan. Shout out to everybody that's not a Muslim like myself that participates to for all my personal reasons. One, become closer to God, spiritual cleansing, bodily cleansing, cleansing myself of things, breaking things that we think we need, and to show we're not addicted to, i.e. I didn't eat any meat during the 30 days. I didn't drink any hard liquor or beer during the 30 days. And I try not to cuss. But the cussing, the one that, it didn't happen that way. But I tried, and all those trying things helped me out, But yeah. But shout out. I don't want to mispronounce what it is, but I believe it's Eid al-Fitr, which is the ending of the Ramadan, the end of the Ramadan, and you're supposed to greet people with Eid Mubarak. In translation, which kind of means, did you have a good Ramadan? Or thank Allah for the Ramadan, for the thing. Like I said, I'm not a Muslim. I just practice it though. So, and I don't know any Muslims like that. So I don't. Not that I communicate with. You know what I mean? I got people on my phone I can call. So but it is what it is. But coming through this is my new year, y'all. So it's all good, and I appreciate everything that God, Allah, has given to me. And inshallah, which is Lord willing, I'll see another Ramadan. It's funny, when you come through Ramadan at the end, you want to continue doing it because it's the spiritual journey you want. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual journey. You know what I mean? And understanding what it is to not have. I think everybody needs to at least try Ramadan once in their life and understand what real sacrifice is, and understand what it is to be without. So many of us take for granted the things we have, and this is a oneness, closeness with your God, your Allah, your supreme being, and just to understand what it is to be on the other side, yo. So count your blessings. All right, let's jump into it. Yeah. Warriors win game 2, 109-104. Series is tied at 1-1. My man, Killer Clay, he got a name. I got a name for Killer Clay. Killer Clay led Warriors with 32 minutes before leaving with an injury. 25 points on 10-17 from the field, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Steph Curry, 23, 6-17 from the field, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. Man almost had a triple-double. He played 28 minutes. Draymond, Day-Day. Everybody got a nickname, man. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 assist shy of another triple-double. That would have set a finals record for the most consecutive triple-doubles or something like that in the playoffs. I believe a playoff record. 2 steals, 1 block. Kawhi led the Raptors with 34, 8 of 20 shooting, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. Fred VanVleet, 17 points, 7-17 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. off the bench in like 38 minutes because Danny Green ain't hooping. Got to figure that one out. Kyle Lowry, 13 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. But he fouled out. WTF. Pascal Siakam, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. So, my reaction from the game. Warriors led 27-26 after the first quarter, and the Raptors led 59-54 at half. But the Raptors were winning by like 12. What is that? Let me see. I'm going to tell y'all. The Raptors was winning by, let me get to it. Put these stats up because I had them ready kind of. The Raptors were winning, what's that? Biggest lead. Raptors was winning by 12 in the game, fam. You know what I'm saying? They led by as much as 12. Kawhi had 16 at the half. Van Vliet had 12 at the half, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 assists. Lowry had 9 at half. Killer Clay had 18 though. 3 of 3 from Atlanta 3. 4 rebounds. Steph made his first field goal. 3 minutes 37 seconds left in the second quarter, but he ended up with like 12 or 15 at half. He was making his free throws. The fouls on both sides were a problem in the first half. Siakam, Lowry, Ibaka all had 3. Cousins and Loonbone had 3. Golden State went on a 20-0 run, which is the largest run in finals history, right? To start the second half for a 13-point lead going into the fourth. The Warriors imposed their will and led 88 for a 13-point lead throughout the quarter, but they imposed their will and led 88-80 at the end of 3. Like, yo, they're balling. Golden State had 14 assists and field goals in that span of that run. You know what I mean? Toronto had 7 field goals and turnovers in the second half. So Steph's technical was very, very, very big, right? I'm like, yo, man, I thought it was huge. I'm like, that might allow the Raptors to gain momentum and win the game. But, you know, they played that box and one, so Curry was a little bit frustrated. People talk about this junk defense, it's a high school defense. I don't get into all that. It was just a defense that worked. You know what I mean? Regardless of what you say, it was a defense that worked, G. You feel me? That's what I say. It was a defense that worked. So, let me see. The Raptors played that box and one. It worked. Big shot by Iggy though with 6 seconds left. It was the first basket in the last 5.5 minutes for the Raptors due to the box and ones. You can talk about the box and one all you want to. The damn defense worked. Now for that though, they didn't. The box and one 5.5 minutes. Golden State didn't have a point, field goal, nothing. Right? That was a 2-point game. I don't know if I trap, but they had to trap Steph. We don't want Steph to hit that long trade ball. We're going to trust a 30% 3-point shooter. We're going to trust that. We ain't not going to give it to Steph, though. But we have to play straight up D or take that foul. We're going to trap the foul. I know we didn't want to take Steph, and then you got to have somebody rotate out. Somebody was supposed to foul Draymond, right? And they didn't. So to make it a free throw game. We got to play straight up and take that early foul. If we not going, we're going to allow them to pass through the joint. Cousins played huge in them 28 minutes, like I said previously, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. That gave them, look, they got to stretch the defense out to the 3-point line with Cuz. So therefore, we know that. We know he can take you from the 3-point line with the handle, and he ain't trying to bam on you. He going to finesse it. You know what I'm saying? And finger roll on you and then move his body so you don't get the charge and foul. So Cuz is all right. Quinn Cook hit 2 back-to-back threes that was crucial. Junk him. Like, man, I'm like, yo, boy, look like he belonged, like he been waiting for that time. The Warriors bench outscored the Raptors throughout that little phase right there, but not throughout the game, right? They were just balling because Van Vliet was on. Draymond shut down Siakam for a little bit. That's what he had in the first game, but Siakam still had double figures. So Warriors, all 22 field goals in the second half were assisted, right? 34-17 in assists. That was the game right there. The Warriors, carefree. Gave up good shots to get great ones. Unselfish. That's how they play the ball, man. Like, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to get it to the hot man. I'm going to do what I need to do. Lowry disappointed me with the silly fouls. Now, throughout the game, we've seen Loonbone go out. So now we're going to talk about that, what he had. You know what I'm saying? It's like a contusion, man. So he gone indefinitely. Clay got the pull hammy. Say he going to be back for tomorrow's night game. So MVP of the game for me was Draymond. Draymond balling right now, man. For the finals, he's averaging. What is he averaging? 14, 10, and 10. That's basically what Draymond is averaging right now. But it's so much more than that 14, 10, and 10 because he makes a lot of things happen. Field goal percentage. Warriors shot 46%. Raptors shot 37%. Like I said, you make shots, you win a game. 3-point percentage. Warriors 38%. Raptors 29%. Once again, you make shots, you win the game. Free throw percentage 87% to 89%. They both shot 23 and 26%, 23 and 26 free throws respectively. Kawhi was 16 and 16 from the line. Kawhi is averaging 13 to 15 free throws a game, man. You know what I mean? The brother getting to the line, he's doing his part. Rebounds. The Raptors actually out-rebounded the Warriors 49 to 42. But, like I said, those assists was big. Draymond had 9 assists for the Raptors, right? Siakam had 5 for... the Raptors, Draymond had 9 for the Warriors. So, turnovers, there's 15 apiece. So, Draymond had 5, Kawhi had 5. Fast break points, though. The Raptors beat them and the Warriors in that, 18 and 13. Points in the paint. The Raptors won that too, 44 to 36. Bench points, the Raptors won that as well, 31-25. So it was all set up for the Raptors to win because they were all good. They had a double-digit lead in the second quarter, but that Golden State third quarter run, and it didn't look bad, but when they went on it was what it is, but it was 34 to 21. That's where they lost the game at the third quarter. So, Looney, it's not a chest shoulder bruise. It's called and I'm gonna get into it. It's called a coastal cartilage fracture. So we just gotta look at that, right? At first, I agree with Pierce. Toronto didn't want it enough, but they actually played well enough to win a game. It was a 2-point game. They fouled to make a 3-point game. That dangerous pass, it is what it is. We'll talk about that too. That Warriors 24-1 run to end the second quarter to start the second half. More than Gasol, Green, and Lowry combined at that time for what they had. Now, they ended up having 27 combined. So you got 3 starters that had 27 points total for the game. That's not going to work. The Raptors have outscored the Warriors in every quarter but the third in the series, right? Where the Warriors are plus 13. Everybody know the Warriors is going to bust your ass in the third quarter and come out and give it to you. So they need to be more worried about that and locking in that third quarter with them. They can't go on the la-la land. The boxing one may be a gimmick, but it worked for 5.5 minutes. So look for them to do that, especially if Clay is high-bolt. It makes somebody else shoot at them. Youngsters, the biggest thing that made that final possession huge for the Warriors. And I had to stop the music for that. The biggest thing that made that final possession huge for the Warriors, Livingston came to the ball. He came to the ball, then he looked the man off and caught Iggy and passed him the rock. I always tell my players, my girls, you got to come to the ball, right? In order to catch a pass or to steal a pass, you have to come to the ball with 2 eyes to see the ball, 2 hands up to intercept it, and 2 feet to move to get it. 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet. All my youngins that listen, you got to do that to come to the ball because it makes you a threat offensively. And to steal the ball, you got to do that. It ain't just going to come to you. You got to move and move yourself out of position. If you're trying to intercept the pass, you don't foul the offensive players well, right? So that's just I had to stop the music for that just to make sure y'all understand what's going on. So, so listen. Warriors just showed that championship grit, that championship mental, right? Warriors stole home court. That's what we got to talk about. They stole home court, and they got big injuries that are huge. The Raptors needed to win both games to put the pressure on the Warriors. Now the Warriors got home court advantage. That's what they got right now. There's no Clay in game 3. Psych, it is going to be Clay. He'll be ready. He ain't going to miss this game. The bigger thing is that Looney may not play the rest of the finals. Reported he has a non-displaced first costal cartilage fracture of his right rib cage. So I don't know if he came down. I missed that part of the game. Did he come down or did he get hit with a pick? Whatever, right? All that means that Cousins' play and effectiveness will be key to the Warriors moving forward. How he bounces back from game 2 with rest is important. Is he on a minutes restriction? Is he healthy, right? All that shit is out the window. He got to play. Draymond is playing like a possessed man. The injury to KD has unlocked his game. He's running. He lost that weight. He's just running the game, running the thing. He's making his turnovers, though, but Golden State is a risky team. They always going to turn the rock over a little bit more than they should because they try to get people open to good shots. Could Draymond possibly be the MVP of Warriors win? Like I said, he averaging series 41 minutes, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists average. I don't know. They're going to give it to Steph. The Steph is probably averaging like 30 something for the thing. But they gave it to Iguodala before, but Draymond is playing MVP type of skill set for himself. Kawhi for the series, by the way, is averaging 28, 11, and 4. So Lowry has to play smarter for the Raptors. You can't get in this and get to fouling. I mean, he made like 3 bonehead fouls. Like, dude, you reaching in the backcourt, you swatting down at the ball, knowing you got 5 fouls. Like, just stupid stuff. Just Lowry, chill, fam. You're important to the team. His fouling out was huge. Now, I do agree with Jalen Rose to try to pick and roll with Kawhi and Siakam, because Jalen was talking about they're trying to pick and roll with Kawhi and Marc Gasol. That ain't gonna work. Marc Gasol clogged that shit up. Siakam, he get the ball. Y'all got to make a choice. All right. Shout out to DeMarcus Cousins for wearing the Black Panther hat in post-game interviews. Last time that I checked, if I'm not mistaken, that's the original Black Panthers out of Oakland hat. Somebody tell me in the comments. Hit me on the email. Hit me on Twitter, Instagram at K&K. Let me know on Facebook. Take a picture. Send it to me. Is that the original Black Panther hat from the 60s? I think it is. So shout out to DeMarcus for wearing that Black Panther hat for the culture. All right. So here go the game 3 pick. I said no KD, Warriors in 7. With KD, I said Raptors in 6, if I'm not mistaken. So Raptors was in both games. They won 1, they lost 1. So was the Warriors, though. So what I see is I see the Warriors. I see the Warriors winning game 3 tomorrow, y'all. So that's where we at. We're going to say the Warriors are going to win game 3 tomorrow. That's what we're looking at. So, yeah. Everybody, safe night. Do what you need to do to make yourself successful. I'm all for it. We're going to get out of here, y'all. Whether it's the game, it's a game of basketball or the game of life, you got to add confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications. New episodes is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. I'm finna eat me some meat, salmon. So I know what I missed. There's gonna be some salmon. There's gonna be some asparagus, some brown rice. I know one piece of meat I missed is a nice salmon center cut filet, and it's gonna be good, y'all. Peace. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.